Twisted Metal Season 2 Episode 8 and 9 explored the Apocalypse 9 attack. Twisted Metal Season 2 has been turning up the heat, and Episodes 8 and 9 take us deeper into Calypso's brutal game. From Axel's nightmare past and the terrifying arrival of the Apocalypse 9 to a bizarre prom night full of secrets, betrayals, and deadly twists, these 2 episodes push every character to their breaking point. What starts as chaos on the battlefield turns into something much darker when Calypso forces the players to confront their demons, their desires, and each other. Let's dive into the madness of Episodes 8 and 9. If you enjoyed this recap of Twisted Metal Season 2, Episodes 8 and 9, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's begin.
Don't worry about it. The way we took that guy down, if we stick together, we can...
Episode 8. The episode begins in New Orleans, where a man buys an anniversary cake for 8. Instead of delivering joy, the cake maker takes the cake to the address and massacres everyone inside. Moments later, Axel, Michael James Shaw, jolts awake. It was only a dream. Elsewhere, Quiet and John Doe brood separately over their recent fight. At the same time, Dr. Cottrell gives Sweet Tooth devastating news. He's biologically sterile. During a workout, Frostbite teases Quiet about her frustration and offers to go after John herself. Quiet brushes it off, insisting she doesn't care. Suddenly, Calypso cuts in over the intercom, announcing a bonus round. The contestants must face a brutal new challenge, the Apocalypse 9. The 9 attack immediately. Frostbite falls, and Quiet is nearly finished off before Raven intervenes, crushing the enemy with a barbell. She warns Quiet that she'll kill her in the next round, but for now, they need to focus on the 9. Their relief is short-lived, as the attacker revives moments after they leave. Elsewhere, John is ambushed by Mayhem, who mistakes him for one of the 9. Once they clear up the misunderstanding, they encounter a real 9 fighter and bolt. Meanwhile, Axel hides with Stu, Mike, and Dave. Feeling powerless without his gas, Axel admits he can't fight, prompting his friends to stage an intervention. He finally opens up. His father abandoned him, his wife cheated with his dad, and debts forced him into a life of killing. One assignment led him to wipe out a household, where he found a baby. He saved it, only to lose the child when raiders attacked. Soon after, Dr. Zemu transformed him into the machine he is now, leaving him addicted to gas. Mike reminds him he was killing even before the gas. Dave admits he once ate human flesh, but eventually changed. Stu tells Axel he doesn't just have wheels, he has them. Their talk ends when the 9 storm in, and Axel finally fights back, driving them off. Meanwhile, Raven and Quiet regroup with Vermin, who impresses them by killing a 9 fighter. They invite her to join their alliance, and she agrees. John and Mayhem continue bickering about who has had it worse in the apocalypse. The tension eases when John admits he left Quiet after she told him she couldn't stand the sight of him. Their talk is cut short by more screams, pulling them back into the fight. Together, they trap and kill a 9 soldier with a talkboy before stumbling into Quiet, Raven, and Vermin. The 2 groups unite, but a fresh wave of 9 fighters surrounds them. Just as the standoff seems hopeless, Axel charges in and dismantles the enemies one by one. Then, Sweet Tooth arrives, casually confessing his sterility to Stu and declaring that he now wants to adopt him. Before Stu can react, Calypso interrupts again, congratulating the group for defeating the 9. But the celebration doesn't last. He announces the next round will be every man for himself. In the aftermath, John admits to Quiet that he made mistakes and regrets what happened. She softens, acknowledging that they never had time to grieve Dollface properly and apologizes for her own behavior. She tells him she's there if he ever wants to talk. John promises they can fix things. When they open the next door, they find themselves back at the Wishing Well, and the episode ends.
Oh, fuck.
I'm quiet.
Episode 9. The episode opens with Calypso telling Quiet and John Doe that if they truly want to settle their wish problem, they must drink from the well. After they do, he assures them their wish has been granted. Elsewhere, Mayhem finds a small box waiting on her bed with a cryptic note. She struggles to read it, but she's not alone. Stu, Axel, and John also receive the same note, hinting that the next round is a party. Quiet, ever suspicious, insists Calypso is playing games and smashes open the box, revealing a dress. That night, the contestants dress up for the event. Calypso summons them to the gym, where he announces a celebration of the living to honor the dead. He slices his palm, smears blood on a tree, and one by one, the others follow his lead. There has been much death, and there will be more, he declares, but tonight is for life. The party kicks off. Sweet Tooth loses himself on the dance floor. Raven spikes the punch, and Stu, Mike, and Dave clown around in the photo booth. John enjoys the food while Quiet remains tense until he reassures her that while Calypso might have tricks up his sleeve, he's there with her and she looks beautiful. Elsewhere, Vermin sits beside Mr. Grimm. At first, Grimm pushes her away, worried about distractions before the next round, but one of his inner voices blurts out that he thinks of her constantly. Vermin admits she finds his voices cute, and the two end up holding hands. Raven shares a personal story with Axel, how she once tried to take her girlfriend to prom, only to be turned away after a rumor about drugs. Axel bluntly asks if she's a lesbian. She nods. He grins and replies, "Axel loves lesbians." On the dance floor, Vermin sways with Grimm while Stu accidentally offends Dave by offering him chicken fingers and joking that they aren't people fingers. Dave storms off, leading Stu to follow, only to catch him eating human flesh. Their confrontation spirals out of control, ending in Dave's accidental death. Stu panics and stages it as a suicide with a fake note. Back at the party, John coaxes Quiet into the photo booth, pulling Mayhem along for a group picture. Mayhem refuses at first, mocking John's appearance in a dress, but Quiet compliments her and suggests putting her hair up. When she does, Axel notices her hair tie and recognizes it as belonging to the baby from the family he once killed. Meanwhile, Vermin and Grimm sneak away to hook up, but their intimacy is shattered when Sweet Tooth barges in, joking that Grimm only pursued Vermin on a bet. Furious, Vermin storms off. Stu returns to Mike, who asks about Dave. Stu lies, saying Dave forgave him, before changing the subject to snacks. Mike instead pulls out their old hacky sack, and the two friends start playing. As the party slows, John asks Quiet for a slow dance. He tells her that if they survive, every night could be like this. She admits she has something to tell him, but before she can, he cuts her off with a kiss. The moment doesn't last. Smoke begins filling the gym. One by one, the contestants collapse. Raven, Vermin, Axel, Mayhem, Quiet, John, and finally, Sweet Tooth, who watches as Grimm steals Harold and sets him ablaze before passing out. When the group awakens, they are no longer in the gym. Each finds themselves strapped into a separate car. Calypso's voice booms over the intercom. The final round has begun, and only those who survive will make it to the tournament. Creeper's thoughts. With episode 9 ending on a chilling cliffhanger, every contestant drugged, trapped in their cars, and staring down the deadly final round, Calypso's tournament has reached its most dangerous stage yet. Friendships have shattered, secrets are spilling out, and not everyone will make it through alive. As the game turns from survival to all-out war, one question remains: whose wish will be granted, and who will be buried in the wreckage? The finale promises answers, and plenty of carnage. If you enjoyed this recap of Twisted Metal Season 2, Episodes 8 and 9, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss our next breakdown. Trust me, you won't want to miss the finale. It's going to be wild.